Hey, g'day my friends, it's Matt Andrews here working for ManTarA down at the beach here on the Kapiti coast of New Zealand. Beautiful day too. Here to talk more about love and fear as we were talking last time, and some more on the practicalities of how you can really embrace the vibration of love and project it out to the world and help the world in general and those around you be in that space of love. Okay. One of the questions I get asked quite a bit is how to hold people in compassion. We talk reasonably regularly about, not getting too caught up in sympathy, not getting too caught up in the suffering of others and allowing it to feel like a wrongness, and to really allowing ourselves to hold their suffering in a space of compassion so that we can help them move through that suffering without us ourselves falling into a lower vibration and thus enhancing the suffering for the all. Okay, so it's an intention, right? And there's no right or wrong ways to hold people in compassion or hold situations in compassion. It really comes down to, if that's your intention to hold them in compassion, then so it is. One technique that I like to use personally, and so I'll share this as something I use, but not necessarily as how it has to be or how you should do it, it's just something you might like to try, is to really fall into your own heart space. When it comes to compassion, we're sending an unconditional love. Compassion is an unconditional love that is free of judgments, right? So when we talk about, and people can have this trouble right from the word go, is when I say fall into your heart, a lot of people will put their hand up and say, I don't know how to do that, right? And again, I'll tell you, it is just an intention. To move into your heart is an intention. There is nothing you need to know about that. There is no technique, no mantra, no mandala, no secret sauce to getting into your heart, right? The only thing that's holding you out of doing it is the belief system that you don't know how to do it, and the belief system that you haven't been taught how to do it. And we've all been indoctrinated on this plane into really putting a lot of emphasis on being taught things, and there being correct and incorrect ways of doing things. And of course, that's a huge limitation to us, because as the huge, expansive, divine being that you truly are, you already know. Trust me, you already know. You've been doing it for thousands of lifetimes, working with heart energies, working with compassion. It is only your intellect, your egoic self, that is having trouble believing that you can do this stuff. Okay, so to hold beings in compassion, to hold them in unconditional love, whether it's a close person to you or whether it's someone you've never met before but you've just heard that they're suffering. Okay, so how I would encourage you to try and do this and then allow that to evolve into your own way of doing it is to simply imagine your heart space here in the center of your chest, right? And as you inhale, allow yourself to visualize, so you might like to close your eyes and visualize that a beautiful, soft, rose pink color is expanding out from your heart space, right? It's love, unconditional love. So as you inhale, you're expanding this love out around you. So you're holding yourself in love. That's all loving yourself is about. And I'm sure we're going to talk more and more about what it is to love yourself, because that's another huge one that many people trip up on. But for right now, we're talking about compassion. So hold your heart in this space of expansive love. So every time you inhale, you imagine it or you visualize it expanding out around you. A beautiful ball of rose pink, soft pink color. You can use a different color if it works better for you. So once you have that field of love that you've created around you through your intention, through your connection with your breath, then simply bring whomever it is into that space. Imagine them being held and bathed and floating in this space of love. It can be a single person, it can be a group of people, it can be a whole nation of people, it can be the whole earth herself. Your heart has the capacity to hold the entire universe. So you can bring whatever you wish into your heart and allow it to soak in love. Now you're doing so unconditionally. So that means you are not holding any specific intentions about what you wish to happen with this love. You're not trying to fix them. You're not trying to, quote unquote, help them. You are just holding them in space and trusting that in this loving space that you're holding them, they will receive what they need to receive. Their higher self, their deeper knowing, will choose to receive the love that you are offering them and make the best use of it. It's not for your intellect to start trying to micromanage other people's healing or experiences. Your job is just to offer love. All of us, that's all we can do. And when we get out of the need to try and fix things from our egoic perspective, then that process is going to happen so much more easily. So once you have this person or these people or whatever, all of the dolphins or the trees or the forests of the Amazon or whatever you're choosing to unconditionally love in your heart, holding it in compassion, you just simply have the intention that it will stay in this space for as long as it needs, or for as long as you feel it is appropriate for you to hold them in a space of love. Know that you're not stepping on any of their authenticity. You're not violating their sovereignty by doing so, because they will receive exactly as they wish to receive. Okay, their higher self is looking after them. So it's not like you're holding them trapped in your heart. You are really just offering them that love to receive. And what they do with it is completely up to them. It's not for us to control, not for us to get into our hopes and our wants and our desires and the thoughts that we know what is right for the world, because simply we do not. Our job is just to hold that space for the all. And so as you're holding different beings in your love, in your space, in your compassion, also know that you're holding yourself there too. And just from time to time throughout your day, as you're going about your day, you just remember that, oh, that's right, I have so-and-so in my heart. And you visualize it again and you breathe in and you just reinforce that experience. You're just reinforcing it. That is all. You know that it is going on even when you're not thinking about it, but you still choose to reinforce it every now and again with your intention. So, see how you go with that, my friends. Keep breathing. If you have any questions, just post them below and I will get to you at some stage. Much, much love. Bye for now. Bye-bye.